Covington City Manager Allen Dressler joins the Journal today at the ribbon-cutting ceremony for the pad-ready site. Mr. City Manager, how important, how big of a deal is this?
This is a huge deal for the Alleghany Highlands in as much as this is a good portion of our future sitting right here, and it says a lot about the cooperation that Alleghany County and the City of Covington have had over the last few years in going together and developing this site. And it also speaks well of those from yesterday involved in local government and management, John Lanford and Richard Douglas, and our City Council members, David Crozier and Tom Seibold, and the respective boards getting this to where we're at today. So it's an exciting time in the Alleghany Highlands.
And Ellen, the city really put up a huge amount of money to make this all happen, along with Alleghany County.
We'll go over here.
Some people think that's really risky, but like you said, this is a portion of the future of the region, isn't it?
It is, and there certainly is an investment made by the city, the county, and the state of Virginia. And in the name of economic development, those things have to happen. This project with the city and the county is a joint revenue program. So once we get jobs and real estate here, those dollars are split between the two localities. But we have got to work together for the betterment of the Alleghany Highlands. And again, this site today is well spoken for that effort.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And Delegate Terry Austin joins the Journal this afternoon at the ribbon cutting ceremony. Delegate Austin, we think of you, you're here and there everywhere. We think of you as, in part, the savior of the consolidation concept for the Alleghany Highlands. But in truth, as a member of the key committee, this pad site probably wouldn't be here without your direct involvement in the legislature. How big of a deal is this?
Oh, Jerry, this thing is huge. And first, let me say we thank you for reporting and what you do for informing everyone in the region. This pad-ready site, I go back to, and I'll speak to it today in my comments, this governor came in 3 years ago and immediately said, we've got to appropriate money for pad-ready sites. If not, we're going to fall further behind North Carolina. So we allocated $300 million. I was on the team to sit down with him to decide how we're going to approach that. So we appropriated $300 million. This allocation came as a collaboration between the City of Covington and Alleghany County. They had $6 million. They needed $4 million to finish it, and I was able to get that $4 million. Jason L. Kuby, VEDP, gave about 2.3 or 4. And then he called me and said, Terry, we don't have the 4, but we got this. I said, that's not enough, Jason. We have to have more. Called me back the next day and said, guess what? Someone didn't take theirs. We now have more. You'll get it. So, you know, that's what you got to be, Jerry. You got to be in the room. You got to be there. You got to know the contacts and have the relationships to make these things happen. And I'm blessed to be in that position now in the legislature.
Delegate Austin, $3 million or a little bit more to help this become reality is so huge, and especially for a region that hasn't had huge job growth. So the public definitely appreciates your contributions to this. So let's talk briefly about the future before the ceremony. All across Virginia, there are employers looking for sites, and you know, they can go here, they can go there. How does a 100+ acre site rank with respect to priorities with Virginia economic development?
Well, Jerry, it ranks very well. We have mega industries. Berry Hill down in Danville, 3,000 acre site. You know, we just announced an industry there. We've got others interested in the remaining portion of that property. But we also have industries who are looking for 100 acre sites. But it has to be a pad there. If not, they will not entertain it, because they don't. It's all time associated. Today's world, everything is expedited. We need to start building tomorrow. That's what this site allows them to do. So we're in a position now to really recruit, promote, and develop.
Thank you much for your contributions and your time, sir.
It's been a great privilege of mine to represent Alleghany County over the past 12 years, and I look forward to doing it in the future. Thank you, Jerry.
Alleghany County Supervisor James Griffith joins the Journal at the ribbon cutting ceremony for the Pad Ready site. Supervisor Griffith, you were there at the very beginning, talking to us on the bottom of this hillside on what could be done up here. Are you pleased with what's happened?
Yes, sir, Jerry, I am very pleased. The county had invested years ago in this property, and we had to figure out a way to make it better for the community in the future. And I think we've succeeded in that. And I really thank the Board of Supervisors, City Council, IDA. It took a lot of work with a lot of people, and don't want to miss anyone, but it was a collaboration of community effort.
And Griff, this almost was, your idea, or you and a couple of others from the start. How in the world do you get somebody to agree with you on the expenditure of a couple $1 million when it had never been done before?
Well, you had the right people at the right time. You had John Lampert here. You had the Board of Supervisors and City Council, and when everybody sat down with the consultants and we talked about it and realized that you had millions of dollars already invested here, it's pretty much a no-brainer.
Well, thanks very much for your contributions.
Thank you, Jerry. Have a great day.
Alleghany County Administrator Reid joins us at the ribbon cutting ceremony for the Pad Ready site. Mr. County Administrator, it's been a long road, hasn't it? How big of a deal is the Pad Ready site?
It's a big deal. It's a project that goes back to 20 years where the county ended up with this property. Never really had a game plan to put it together until they reformatted the EDC and the IDA and really got the ball on rolling trying to develop it out. And the success we've had in doing that the last 3 years has been great.
Well, you're in your last couple of weeks here at Alleghany County. The relationships you've made and just the overall image of Alleghany County and the progress you've made has been substantial. How do you feel about this experience?
I feel great. It's been a great place to work. I think this project in itself is it's a textbook project for regional collaboration and what rural communities need to do to be successful moving forward. Us coming together with Covington and doing this with the state also is a pretty big deal, and it's going to turn into something very significant for the county and the city in the long run.
Well, we wish you the best in the future, and thanks very much for your service.
Thanks, Jerry. I appreciate all you do for the community, too.